You're about to meet a hard-charging Hollywood executive whose life came to a screeching halt. A mysterious illness bringing him to the brink of death.
I came to Los Angeles in 1987. I started producing television shows when I was about 30 years old. Once I realized you could walk into the room and tell people your ideas and that there was business to be done, it was off and running from there.
Not feeling like himself in the days leading up to a reality television conference in Washington, D.C., Jonathan suddenly became ill while attending and was immediately rushed to the emergency room at George Washington University Hospital. While the nature of the illness was a mystery to doctors, one thing they did know was that Jonathan had little time left.
I decided I would not allow myself to die, that she should not have to grow up without a daddy. And that was the motivation I had to fight every second of every day.
Jonathan defied unthinkable odds after a 2-year medical odyssey that left him narrowly escaping death and getting a new left hand in a remarkable feat of science.
We replaced his entire left hand. It's been done not many times around the world.
With his girlfriend of 7 years at his side, watching his determination to heal.
That's awesome.
My crowd has never been the chicken soup for the soul crowd. The people who believe in what I believe in don't wait for whatever is chasing you down to get you before you prepare for it. I've spent my life running away from a bear, the bear of my problems, my relationship issues, money. I've spent my life running as far away as I can. Unknowingly, I was running away from a bear so big I could never imagine. When I was in a coma, a voice spoke to me, and I don't know who that voice is. I don't know if it was a doctor by my bedside. I don't know if it was my own, subconscious. I don't know if it was God. I don't know if it was the universe, but the message was very clear. If you choose to survive, it'll be the hardest, most brutal fight of your life every day for the rest of your life. I said yes, and I woke up to a brand new reality in my life. How is it possible that you can live your life the way that I live my life? Not drinking, no drugs, exercise every day, eat healthy, be kind to people, do everything that I thought were the right things to do so that this didn't happen, and it still happened. And she said something that changed my life forever. And she said, "You didn't do those things so that this didn't happen. You did those things so that when it happened, you would survive when nobody else would have." My life has always been lived by dealing with things straight on. It is what it is. The damage that people do to themselves really, for the most part in my experience, has to do with the way that they react to what's going on in their lives, way more so than the very real things that are going on. It's like taking a 100-pound problem and throwing a 1,000-pound weight on it to, flail and get upset and wish for things that aren't even possible. We are not our bodies. We are our minds. The way to deal with pain and suffering is to turn around and look square in its eyes and give it everything you have every day. I'm an extreme case of what can happen to you out of the blue, but everybody faces challenges in their life. It's important to be a participant in your own recovery as opposed to just waiting for somebody else to do it. The ability to fight for the people that you love and care about is so much more powerful than if you just fight for yourself. I've always known that. I sat at the end of my bed with my daughter and I told her, "Honey, I think you're old enough to know." And she said, "I'm old enough to know what?" And I put the stethoscope in her ears and I placed it on my heart. And I said, "I was born with the heart of a champion." She said, "I was born with the heart of a champion, Daddy?" And I said, "You were."